This is Dragon Heroine, done by me. This is a live rendition and an adaptation. So here we go. Emo, labeled villainous, so unattractive by today's standards of heroes that are only that on the surface like confidence. It's only skin deep when their epidermis bleeds underneath because the black garb of all their tattoos says they're hideous. But unlike them, our defective hero is defended by a living dragon tattooed upon her angelic form. And she's a hero of character, and no facade of college to university to incorporate a false education that says ladder climbing is better than living daydreams, as you appear to forget that love and life is more than perfection in the limited existence that is pictures of your memories where you're trying to tell everyone that you bled your heart off your sleeve last night for someone that you'd never met in a one-night stand and an irreconcilable rape victim attempt. You're dissuading chivalry from enacting itself in a savagery that hides itself in a frail, meaningless love attempts that you're lost because you're a monster of the heart, and you've memorized by demonstrating everyone else's nightmares that the dragon ailment that's linked in a tattoo is coming real life, this time upon you, and our defective hero is defended by the characteristics of a gem, and your greed is underlying the misfits of that attempt to penetrate, and she is merciless in your attempt to touch because she's a deviant, a villainess. She may be unattractive on the surface, but her globe of consciousness is wrapped in a dragon tattoo that stains her back to her neck, down the hips to her legs, shin bone. It bled when the needle caved, the frail form in, and the memories demonstrated in that nightmare relived. The dragon ailment was coming to life over the sinister man that would be persuading chivalry to die so she would become another rape victim. But she's not defective, she's a hero, and there's no facade about her. Characteristics are a gem in the underlying of her actions against your greed, which is lust, and you're a deviant citizen. Your maximum oral penetration rate is half priced, but that's not negotiated with a dragon that's about to trample you over, extorting your underlying means of actions without mercy, in a verbal bout of thunder that will swallow your every breath until you, like a noose, are dead. The violence you have inflicted upon every eye has beaten the angel into escape mode. Black and blue, she's bruised, and the abuse that says the metaphor of your perception is rich in a white society where angels are helping lowly demons like you. In toxic terms and conditions of worlds of words that say I will give you this. But in that moment when you attempted to make chivalry die by dissuading the savagery of a frail human being to describe her appendages for you in order for her to become another rape victim, battered and bruised, and the memories demonstrated a nightmare that the dragon's ailment would come to life straight off of her back and would be fired down your throat until you were gone, and then you would neglect nothing else as a pile of ash. And this is the attempt to consider that alignment, that her short black hair as you gripped it, standing on the bed, coming down off your knees as you wanted to enter in. It sprung to life and the wings pulled you close, and the spade tail entered your rear end orifice, and herein the underlying greed of this action is met because you came. But it was the reverse type of deviant citizen's uncontrollable desire, and the maximum penetration rate was considered half price, and it was free in your sake because you were left vacant, lying on the bed. And the deviant victim, the villainess, so unattractive by today's heroic standards, her skin creeping with the tattoo of a dragon, the divinity of beauty was so dark and scaly, and she touched your skin and you could feel it burning with the fire of the iris's anger of the usher. Flames of the dragon's pyre upon your skin, it will dance forever in your nightmares, because the beauty of her black garb underneath the dragon tattoo was an angel, and it will exist forever just under your epidermis, creeping and slinking, because now you're the rape victim, and there's never another moment in your life where you will dissuade chivalry from coming to life in action. You will never commit another savage act of abuse, domestic to civil unrighteous, in plain sight view upon a frail frame. Because every time you open your eyes, you will see the nightmare demonstrate of a dragon lynx that breathed fire down your throat and stuck its tail in your ass, immolated you into the flame victims, because they're all just a bunch of uncontrollable sex fiends, and they are the deviants of society, and it's not the rapist's fault. They're just defective heroes. Defective heroes entering in a verbal agreement that's half price in their mind, and they'll inflict any form of violence to beat another angel into a non-escapable method of epidermis bruises. And that abuse, black and blue, the metaphor of their perception was once white, Scottish blue. Sea of toxic dreams, and the terms and conditions of your words in this world are said to be a living memory, and a long forgettable love attempt that skin is more than perfection. This is a ladder we're always climbing, and it's the snake of her tail and the head of an adder that's climbing up your leg underneath your skin, and this is your pictured this is the memory every rapist should have. That something is under their skin, and at any moment it could have, their sexual appendage could fall off, because the venom they have spread has returned tenfold.